Thom Benson's going to join us now on the show, and he's very excited because this is a big day in the life of the Tennessee Aquarium. Thom, you and I were talking about how beautiful the weather is right now. You're loving today, aren't you?
Absolutely. You know, fall is my favorite time of year here in the Tennessee Valley, and we're getting a little taste of it today with cooler temperatures, which fits right in with our icy theme at IMAX.
Yeah, I'm glad for the cooler temperatures. I don't think I'd want to go quite as frigid as Antarctica, but that's kind of what we're talking about this morning, right?
Yeah, we sure are. We've got two new films coming to IMAX. We have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is a brand new Marvel film, which features a new comic book character springing to life on the giant 6-story screen. And we also have Antarctica 3D starting at IMAX. And 6:30 tonight, we've got a special guest with us, Antarctic researcher Dr. James McClintock from the University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Now, you know, you drop names, Thom, as if we're all as familiar with them as you are, but anybody who studies geography, I guess, geology, climate change, weather patterns, knows his name very well.
Yeah, Jim's been working in Antarctica for more than 30 years, and a lot of the scenery that you're going to experience with Antarctic 3D is kind of the life of what Jim's been doing down there, because some of the scenery beneath the ice to see seals and amazing colorful sea creatures on the ocean bed just off the continent there of Antarctica is featured in the film. And this is work that Jim has done. He's actually worked at McMurdo Station, where some of these scenes were filmed, and actually had to cut a hole in the ice to go scuba diving under 6 feet of ice to do his research.
It's hard to fully, and we don't want to get political in any way because people have varying thoughts and opinions on climate change, but you had shared with me on the phone the other day that the facts are that Antarctica is seeing the effects of our climate changing faster than any other part of the planet. Did I get that right?
Yeah, absolutely. The Antarctic Peninsula is one of the fastest warming parts of the planet. And to back up just a step or two, Julie, I think that most people recognize that climate change is real. The debate is really over what are the causes and can we do something about it. And so when you look at the storms that we have experienced recently across the country, what happened in Waverly, Tennessee, what happened in New York City, Louisiana with Ida, here in the Tennessee Valley, all of the rainfall that we experienced in August, the climate is changing, and it's to our benefit to try doing things about that. So when we look at Antarctica and all the beautiful creatures that live there, from gigantic whales and big pods of whales, penguins of all types, and a lot of really cool birds, and then this amazing life that's under the water, there's a lot there to protect, and there could be a lot that's lost. One of the things that Dr. McClintock is doing is looking at marine invertebrates, these little sea creatures that are very colorful, and they have toxic properties to other creatures because they don't have the ability to swim away from predators. They don't have spines or big teeth to use as defenses. So they have developed these chemical defenses, and sometimes it's just a bad taste, and sometimes it's toxic to a fish or another animal that could try to eat them. And what Jim has been able to do is look at these chemicals that these animals are producing naturally, and then try to look at ways that this could help in human health. And in fact, he's discovered two compounds, one that's very effective in treating melanoma, and the other is very effective in preventing H1N1, the avian flu, from attacking humans. And so the implications are these coral communities have developed over long periods of time under very cold conditions and a very stable water chemistry and water temperature profile. And as that is changing, we start to lose these species. And so we don't know what implications there is for human health, for example. Jim's very convinced that there could be a chemical that would help us with the next pandemic that we could face somewhere down the road.
So just to clarify for people, these are still theories. Nothing is proven yet data-wise, right?
As far as the chemical compounds?
Yes.
No, he's actually two compounds that he's discovered, and there are other treatments that have come from marine animals such as sponges and corals and marine invertebrates, and even some algas that do have found their way into the medical pipeline to help with human health and help with different things have happened. There's a very good video out there that talks about how coral reefs saved my life. And it's a young woman's story of a chemical compound that was found in a sponge off the coast of Georgia that has proven very effective against treating breast cancer.
Wow.
And so there's all these things that we're deriving from the ocean that could help us. That's not the only reason we should protect these habitats. We should protect them because it's really upon us to take care of the planet and take care of the world around us. But these are some of the things that could be lost if the planet continues to warm.
And Thom, I've got a minute left. Is he going to be available for the public to meet tonight at 6:30?
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to do a presentation after the film about his work and some of these discoveries. And it's really just a great way to bring things together because Antarctica is a place that most people will never travel to. So this film's a virtual trip to explore and see the beautiful animals there. And then you get a chance to meet our penguins over at the Tennessee Aquarium at any time. And it really kind of brings things together. We think of Antarctica as a very distant continent, but in fact, there are some connections that are very important for us here at home.
Well, I can see why you're so excited. So thanks for your time this morning. And again, the Antarctica movie will be on display at the IMAX for a while, but tonight is the opening one, right, Thom? And they go to tnaqua.org.
And just waddle on down to the aquarium, the IMAX.
Very good. Great to see you, Thom. Thank you.
Thank you.
When your family gathers around a shakaroni from Papa John's, you're sharing more than extra cheese and pepperoni. You're sharing scholarships, meals, and laughter.